Is Immutable's native governance and utility token called IMX going to the price of $50 as insane as what some of those ding-dongs may think? Is it as crazy as what some of those critics of Immutable may think it is? I think not, because I do think that IMX during this bull run could hypothetically at least go to the price of $50. And of course, that's not financial advice nor guarantee. But why do I think so? It's because I think that Immutable has fantastic A+ fundamentals. Immutable, quite essentially, is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum that has a very heavy focus for NFTs and as well as gaming. And before I continue on to explain the potential of the NFT and gaming market, I do first want to explain how a layer 2 scaling solution for something like Ethereum is actually very necessary, because some people out there, they may think that layer 2s are complete caca, but I disagree, because when you think about it, first of all, Ethereum, sky-high gas fees, right? It's complete nonsense. I mean, anyone who's used Ethereum, they'll know what I'm talking about. Imagine this, right? If, let's say, someone wants to send some ETH over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma to buy a used Bratwurst extender, Lee the Captain Edition, can you imagine the gas fees they're going to have to pay for that? I'm going to have to pop up my collar because, caray, porra, it's going to be insane if you ask me. And think about this, right? Ethereum also, on top of that, it's arguably not even scalable. So when you take a look at Ethereum, fundamentally, it's just not such a good layer 1 blockchain, especially when compared to many of the competition as we see right now. You know, the crazy thing is this, right? Charles Hoskinson, who, by the way, is not only just the co-founder of Ethereum, but he's also the founder of Cardano. He predicts that it may take Ethereum up to a couple more years to become scalable. So again, that's complete nonsense. However, this is where something like Immutable and, of course, other layer 2s out there comes and saves the day, because through a layer 2, for instance, in this case, Immutable, all of the nonsense issues that we see with Ethereum, they're quite essentially gone. The way I view it is that Immutable allows Ethereum to be enjoyed, but at the same time, not having to deal with any of the type of craziness and nonsense and doo-doo and caca that I just mentioned before. You know, that's how amazing Immutable is, and that's why I think a layer 2 scaling solution for something like Ethereum is extremely important. And when it comes to Immutable, it has the stats to back it up, because it can offer transaction speeds of up to 9,000 transactions per second, while at the same time leveraging the security of Ethereum. And also on top of that, it's even over 600 times more efficient than Ethereum as well, which again is caralho, porra. And let's not forget, right? On the Immutable ecosystem, there's over 150 games, over 20 marketplaces, and it even has over $1 billion in ecosystem funding. So when it comes to Immutable, it's not all flash. You know, I get it, right? The name sounds cool. It's very enticing, but it actually has a very amazing use case. And now, when it comes to Immutable, you know, heavily being focused on NFTs, for instance, right? A lot of people, they don't like this, because a lot of people, they FOMO'd into NFTs back in 2021. Their NFTs tanked. It absolutely dropped under the gutter, right? The price, you know, just dropped. And now they're all salty. They think that NFTs are a joke. But in my opinion, yeah, sure, NFTs are down as of right now, but I think the best days are still ahead, because according to Grand V Research, the NFT market by 2030, which is just 6 years away at this point, could be worth over $211 billion, which is crazy. You know, that's bigger than some countries' GDP. You got to think about that. So, yeah, sure, NFTs are down right now, but I think the best days are still ahead. It's much like in real life, right? Let's say we as humans, if we're down, if we're sad, if we're depressed, if we're eating Cheetos in our mom's basement, you know, or something like that, right? What do we have to do? We have to make a massive comeback, because we can't stay down forever. You know, the critics, they may say this, they may say that, the haters, right? But what do we have to do? We have to make a comeback that's far greater than our setback. You know, we have to prove them wrong and ultimately prove ourselves right. But besides that point, I think the NFT market, they perfectly resemble this, because, yeah, sure, it's down right now, but I think the best days are still ahead. And let's not forget, Immutable also heavily focused on gaming. And when it comes to the blockchain gaming market, yet again, according to Grand V Research, I'm going to have to quote them because they do have a lot of statistics that are relevant to the crypto space overall. But yeah, besides that point, they predict that the blockchain gaming market over the next 6 years is predicted to be worth over $300 billion. I mean, caray, porra, that's insane if you ask me. So when it comes to Immutable, I think it's pretty much the perfect layer 2 out there. Heavily focused on NFTs, gaming, statistics are A+. I mean, what more can you ask for, right? And of course, that's not financial advice, but IMX at the price of $50, is it all that crazy? At that point, market cap would be around $71.2 billion. Let's say for simplicity's sake, we say it's, $70 billion, right? This isn't insane because you take a look at Dogecoin's all-time high market cap, for instance, right? It's around 88 billion. So in this case, right, is it too much to ask for? Around, again, $70 billion in market cap? I don't think so. So, in my opinion, when people say, oh, IMX at the price of, $50, that's a pipe dream, I disagree. We've even seen a meme coin in the past far exceed this. And now I get it, right? A lot of people out there, they like to complain and say, oh, it's not fair to compare something like Doge to IMX. Doge, a lot of fans, a lot of hype, a lot of holders. But here's the thing. Even though, for instance, IMX may lose out on those aspects, the added A-plus fundamentals of Immutable, man, that really does even out the playing field, in my opinion. I don't think $50 for IMX is all that crazy, especially also when I consider just how insane this bull run could be, because as of right now, over 500 million crypto owners, more people than ever before in history owning cryptocurrencies. When there's this many people owning cryptos, this bull run, in my opinion, could look so magical. And keep in mind, historically speaking, this bull run, it's not even fully in fifth gear yet, so to speak. Altcoins, typically, they rally anywhere between either half a year or a year after a Bitcoin halving event. And as we all know, the Bitcoin halving event is expected to happen sometime in April, which is next month. So if you think about it, right, either half a year or a year after April, that's still quite some time. IMX, in my opinion, still has time to prove itself, and I can't wait. And I'm preparing myself for the bull run by dollar cost averaging, and I've been dollar cost averaging into IMX for quite a while now. Anytime I earn income, I set aside some for IMX, and of course, my other favorite projects as well. And what I mean by that is that I simply just acquire, right? I hold, and I just wait for the peak of the bull run. That's it. Again, anytime I earn income, put aside some for my favorite projects, which includes IMX. Again, I'm just holding, right? I'm not day trading, not swing trading, not using leverage, none of that whatsoever. I like to keep things simple. I just dollar cost average because I do not want to get wrecked. I do not want to get liquidated, right? A lot of people out there, they try to make irrational decisions by day trading, using leverage. I can't say everyone, right? But a lot of people that I know that do that, they get absolutely wrecked. And this also brings me to my next point as to how a lot of people out there, they make a video on IMX, but then all they do is that they pull up a chart, right? They draw a random triangle. I don't know if they're trying to draw their grandma's G-string, thong, ding-dong, or lead the captain edition pom-pom. Who knows, right? Bratwurst extender, you name it. But then they say based off of this triangle, they tell people to, use 69x leverage, do a double 69, standing 69. They say, oh, you got a short here, you got a long, all this. It's like, it makes no sense in my opinion. They never talk about the fundamentals of Immutable. They never talk about its use case. They never talk about how fantastic its statistics are. They never do this. That makes no sense. And again, that's why I stay away from day trading. I just like to keep things simple. I just dollar cost average, and I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if IMX did go to the price of $50 during this bull run, and during the process, make all of those Immutable critics come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma and start begging for a used Bratwurst extender, Lee the Captain, and Brock Lesnar / Taylor Swift edition. If you know, you know. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very fantastic video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain. I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm all peace. Bye.